Hello and welcome to the practice today. Thank you so much for choosing to practice with me. Today's practice is going to be a fun, fiery, full body vinyasa flow. So we'll be working towards building strength and toning today. And throughout the sequence, we'll be working on building strength in our upper body, lower body, and working on some core and twists. So it's a full body fun sequence. And as always, go with your body, how you are feeling today. Honor the way that you feel today, and don't focus too much on wanting to look a particular shape in any asana. That's not the point. And slow down whenever you need to, or if you can keep the pace, then that is wonderful. And go with your breath, and whenever you need to pause, please pause. And if you need to take a modification, do so, or if you're able to take an advanced modification, do so. So it's make the practice your own. I'm only here to guide you and give you new ideas to flow differently. And we do have a full half moon transition, so by now you should have understood that that's one of my favorite asanas to add into my flows. So we use a block if you think that will be helpful, and otherwise we don't need any other props. And whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. We'll start the practice with a few rounds of sun salutations. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms on the mat. Step back into your plank pose and flow through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look towards your hands, step or hop, come back to the front of the mat, halfway lift, fold forward, sweep your arms all the way back, coming back into your Tadasana. This time, as you sweep your arms all the way up, lift your heels off the mat and bend your hands at your elbows and open your chest up towards the sky. Back to you. Arms come back along your ears and fold forward. Heels come down onto the mat. And in your forward fold, plant your palms on the mat and keep your belly touching your thighs, and stay in your forward fold and slowly start shifting your weight onto your palms and lifting your heels off the mat. Come only as high as possible, but you should feel a really nice stretch in your hamstrings, and keep your forward fold throughout. Release back onto the mat, halfway lift. Step back into your plank pose and come all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. The tops of your feet come down onto the mat and extend your arms alongside your ears. Lift your legs off the mat, cactus your arms and lift your chest off the mat. 2 more of this. Palms come alongside your chest, tuck your toes, lift your knees off the mat, push back into your plank pose and back to your downward facing dog. Look to the front of the mat, step or hop. Bring your feet to your hands, halfway lift, fold forward, sweep your arms all the way back up, coming back into your Tadasana. We'll add on to that. Sweep your arms all the way up and lift your heels off the mat. Tuck your tailbone and engage your core. Bend at your elbows and open your chest to the sky. Arms come back alongside your ears, heels come down onto the mat and sit back in your chair pose. 1 breath here in your chair. Straighten your legs and fold forward. Plant your palms in your forward fold and slowly start lifting your heels off the mat, keeping your belly in contact with your thighs. This should really feel nice in your back. It should be stretching your shoulders and upper back. Release your heels down on the mat, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back into your plank pose, come all the way down onto your belly, and we'll take 3 more of those Superman pull-ups. You can have your legs on the mat or you can lift your feet off the mat. Bring your palms alongside your chest, tuck your toes, lift your knee, push back into your plank pose, coming back into your downward facing dog. Look towards the front of the mat. Step or hop, halfway lift, fold forward, come all the way up, back into your Tadasana. Next, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, heels come off the mat. Bend at your elbows and open your chest to the sky. Arms come back alongside your ears, sit back in your chair pose. Bring your palms to your chest. Bring your left elbow on the outside of your right knee and take a twist. If this is too early in the practice for you, you can just stay in your chair pose. Come back to the center and take a twist on the other side. Hook your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Come back to the center, fold forward, plant your palms in your forward fold and lift your heels off the mat, shifting your weight towards your palms. Ooh. Release back onto the mat, step back into your plank pose and flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, and come back downward facing dog. From your downward dog, flow back into your plank pose. Bring your forearms down on the mat, coming into a forearm plank. From here, shift your hips back, walk your feet slightly closer, coming into your dolphin. One breath in your dolphin. Lift your right leg off the mat, coming into a 3-legged dolphin. Bring your leg back, step back into your forearm plank and dip your nose in between your palms, push back into your dolphin. Lift your left leg off the mat, hold your 3-legged dolphin. Bring your left leg back, step back into your forearm plank and dip your nose in between your palms. Shift back into your dolphin. Lift your right leg. Bring your leg back, step back into your forearm plank and dip your nose in between your palms. Push back into your dolphin and lift your right leg off the mat. One breath. Bring your leg down, step back into your forearm plank and dip your nose in between your palms and come all the way back into your dolphin and hold for full breath. Bend your knee, look towards your palms and shift your weight onto your palms and push up into your full plank pose. I'm way off the mat, so I'm stepping back and flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. From your downward dog, shift into your plank pose. Bring your right palm directly underneath your right shoulder and open up into your side plank. Bring your top arm in line with your ears. Lift your left leg up and bend at your elbow and bend your knee and crunch. Take a side body crunch. 4 more of those. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Extend. Now bring your bottom knee onto the mat and open up into your supported half moon. Bring your arms out into a T. Left foot comes down on the mat. Supported reverse warrior. Bring your right hand all the way around and grab hold of your right heel and open up into a funky camel pose. We'll take that flow one more time. Come back into your reverse warrior. Bring your right hand down onto the mat. Lift your left leg up. Plant your left foot onto the mat. Arms come out into a T. Reverse warrior. Bring your right palm on your right heel and open up into this funky camel. Come all the way around. Bring both your palms down onto the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Shift back into your one-legged downward dog. Come back into your downward facing dog. We'll flow through that on the other side. Shift forward into your plank pose. Bring your left palm directly underneath your left shoulders. Open up into a side plank. Exhale, crunch, and bring your left elbow and left knee to touch. Every exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend, crunch, extend. 2 more. Extend. Now bring your bottom knee down onto the mat and open up into your supported half moon. Bring your hands out into a T and supported reverse warrior. Sweep your arms all the way around. Grab hold of your left heel with your left palm and open up into this funky camel. Come all the way back into your supported reverse warrior. Come back into your supported half moon. One more time. Arms come out into a T. Supported reverse warrior. Sweep your arms all the way around. Open up in this funky camel variation. Come all the way back. Supported reverse warrior. Bring both your palms down onto the mat. Bring your left knee into your chest and shift back into your one-legged downward facing dog. Come back into your downward dog. Shift back into your plank pose and bring your belly down onto the mat. Untuck your toes, bring the tops of your feet down on the mat and arms come alongside your hips. Lift up into your locust. Engage your core. Your glutes are active and your legs are active. Every exhale, try to lift your chest slightly more away from your mat. Release. Bring your palms next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat. Push back into your plank pose and come back into your downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg up, coming into a 3-legged dog. Bend your knee and bring your right knee to touch your left elbow. Back into your downward facing dog. Right knee comes to touch your right elbow. Back to downward facing dog. This time bring your knee into your chest and place it in between your hands and come all the way up into your crescent lunge. Arms come alongside your ears. Bend your back knee and bend your elbows and open your chest up towards the sky. Come back into your crescent lunge. Hinge from your hips. Arms still stay alongside your ears. Engage your inner thighs and hold for a breath here. And bring your palms to frame your front foot. Bend your back knee and extend your front leg, coming into this floating half splits. Shift back into your low lunge. Come back up into your crescent lunge and bring your back knee towards your chest, coming into this one-legged Tadasana. You can either stay here or bring your arms alongside your ears. Extend your left leg, or you can grab hold on the outside of your left leg and take a twist. Release back into your crescent lunge, and we'll take that flow one more time. Bend your left knee, bend at your elbows and open your chest towards the sky. Come back into your crescent lunge. Hinge forward, engage your inner thighs. Plant your palms, frame your front foot, bend your back knee and take this floating half splits. Come back into your low lunge. Palms come to your chest, back to your high lunge, and bring your back knee into your chest. Coming into this one-legged Tadasana. Grab hold on the outside of your front foot and take a standing twist, or take the same variation you took last time. Release back into your crescent lunge and open up into warrior two. Sink at your hips. Try to bring your front thigh parallel to the mat. Adjust your stance. Flip your front palm and reverse your warrior. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right leg, coming into a side angle pose. You can also rest your right hand on top of your right thigh. Exhale, come back into your reverse warrior. Next, exhale back to your side angle, and this time if you want to take a bind in your side angle. Release from your bind, shift the weight towards the ball mount of your front big toe. Extend your right leg and open up into your triangle. You can have your top arm extended or bring it in line with your left ear. One breath here. Reverse your triangle. From here, bend your front knee and bring your palm a few inches in front of your front foot. And you can use a block here if you need a block in your half moon, and open up in your half moon. You can try and play with your balance here by bringing both your palms to your chest, coming into a floating half moon. Release back into your warrior two and flow through your chaturanga and come all the way down onto your belly. And here you can take another locust, or if you want to play with taking a bow pose, bend your knee, grab hold of your ankles either from the inside or from the outside depending on the mobility in your shoulders. Lift your thighs off the mat. Lift and open your chest. Try to keep your knees from spraying out on either side. Release. Place your palms on either side of your chest. Push back into your plank pose. Come back into downward facing dog. We'll take that flow on the other side. Lift your left leg coming into a three-legged dog. Bend your left leg and bring your knee to touch your right elbow. Back to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee touches the left elbow. Back to three-legged dog. Bring your knee into your chest and place your knee in between your palms and come up into your high crescent lunge. I'm pouring down. From here, bring your back knee to touch the mat, bend at your elbows and open your chest towards the sky. Come back into your crescent lunge, hinge from your hips, keeping your hands in line with your ears. Engage your inner thighs. Bring your palms to frame the front foot. Bend your back knee and extend your front leg, coming into this floating half splits. Back to your low lunge. Bring your palms to your chest, come back into your high lunge. Bring your right knee into your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Take the variation that you took on the other side. You can either stay in your one-legged Tadasana and extend your leg, or grab hold on the outside of your right foot and take a standing twist. Engage your core in your twist and squeeze your inner thighs. Step back into your crescent lunge. Bend your back knee, open your chest towards the sky. Back to crescent lunge, hinge from your hips. Engage your inner thighs here. Frame your front foot and bend your back knee and shift back into the floating half splits. Back to low lunge, come back to your crescent lunge. Bring your back knee into your chest and take a standing twist. Step back into your crescent lunge and open up warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Bring your left hand on the inside of your left leg, coming into a side angle. You can bring your top arm in line with your ear, opening your chest. Come back into your reverse warrior. Back to side angle. You can take a bind here if you wish, or if you did, take a bind on the other side. Slowly release. Shift the weight to the ball mount of your front big toe. Extend your front leg and open up into your triangle pose. Bring your top arm in line with your ears for an extra stretch in your left side. Reverse your triangle. From here, bend your front knee. Bring your left palm few inches in front of your left leg and stack your hips, open up into half moon. Stay here or play with your balance and bring both your palms to your chest. Engage your core. Slowly release back into warrior two. Bring your palms, cartwheel your arms, flow through your chaturanga. Come all the way down onto the mat and take another bow pose, or you can take your locust. If you're taking a bow pose, bend your knees, grab hold of your ankles. Start kicking your feet into your palms, open your chest and lift your thighs off the mat. Release your bow pose. Bring your palms next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the mat. Push back into your plank pose. Come back into your downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg up, coming into a three-legged dog. Bring your right knee into your chest and place your right foot in between your palms. Come up into your crescent lunge. Left arm forward, right arm back, taking a twist in your crescent lunge. Deepen your twist by bringing your right palm on the outside of your left leg and left arm comes in line with your ears. Bring your palms back into a T. Bring your back knee down onto the mat. Shift your weight back, keeping your front foot on the mat and lean back to catch your left heel with your right hand. Open your chest towards the sky. Engage your core here. Come back into your twisted low lunge. Bring both your palms on the inside of your right leg. Lift your back knee off the mat, coming into an active lizard lunge. Take a breath here. You can either stay here or bring your forearms down onto the mat to deepen your lizard. If you want to play with taking a bind in your lizard, you can bind your lizard and hold there. Come back into your lizard lunge. Bring your back knee down onto the mat and come on the knife edge side of your right leg and sink your left hip down onto the mat, opening up your quads. You can either stay here or deepen your quad stretch by bending your back leg, grab hold of your left foot and sink into your hips. Slowly start getting your left heel to come closer to your glutes. Release your back foot onto the mat. Frame your front foot. Come back into your low lunge, back to your crescent lunge. Bring your palms to your chest and shoot forward, coming into a warrior 3. Release your back foot down onto the mat, back to your crescent lunge. Step back into your plank pose and flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog. Come all the way back, downward facing dog. We'll do that sequence on the other side. Lift your left leg off the mat, coming into a 3-legged dog. Bring your left knee to your chest. Place your left foot in between your hands. Come up into your crescent lunge. Right arm forward, left arm back, taking a twist here. Deepen your twist if you did on the other side. Bring your hands back into a T. Place your back knee down onto the mat. Extend your left leg. Your foot is still completely grounded on the mat. And shift, lean back, trying to grab your right heel with your left hand and extend your right hand along your ears. Coming into this funky camel. Slowly release into your twisted low lunge. Bring both palms on the inside of your left foot. Lift your back knee off the mat, coming into a lizard lunge. Take whichever variation you took on the other side, coming on your forearms or staying up in your plank. If you did take a bind on other side, you can bind your lizard here. Frame your front foot, come back into your crescent lunge, bring your palms to your chest and shift up into your warrior 3. One breath here in warrior 3. Square your hips to the mat. Release back into your crescent lunge, flow through your chaturanga, upward facing dog, coming all the way back, downward facing dog. From your downward dog, bring both your knees down on the mat. Bring your knees hip distance apart and your hips are stacked over your knees. You can have your toes tucked or you can have the tops of your feet down on the mat. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone and bring your palms to support your lower back. Shift your hips forward and open up your chest towards the sky, coming into a supported camel. Either stay here or you can take the full expression of the pose. Keep your abs, lower abs tucked and keep pushing your hips forward. And your palms come to rest on your heels. One breath here in your camel pose. Slowly release your camel. Come, bring your hips all the way down onto the mat and take a breath here. Extend your legs forward. We'll take a forward fold from here. Lengthen your spine and hinge from your hips. Keep your chest open and slowly bring your belly onto your thighs and try to bring your chest closer to your legs. Keep lengthening through your inhale and exhale. Hinge forward a little more from your hips. Try not to round your back here. A block will be handy too. You can keep a block in front of your feet and hold on the outside edge of your block. This can help bring your chest closer to your legs. Every inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold slightly more towards your legs. Come all the way back. Bring your right foot on the outside of your left thigh and left heel comes closer to your right glutes. Make sure that both your sit bones are on the mat. Lengthen your spine. Wrap your left hand around your right leg and open your chest towards the right side of the mat, taking a seated twist. Two breaths here in your twist. Release and switch sides. Left foot comes on the outside right thigh and right heel comes closer to your left glutes. Both your sit bones are on the mat. Lengthen your spine. Wrap your right hand around your left leg and open your chest towards the left side of the mat. Breathe into your belly here and every inhale lengthen. Every exhale try to open your chest slightly more towards the left side of the mat. Release back towards the front of the mat and we'll take one back bend here. If you want to end your practice here, you can end your practice in Chavasana, or if you want to take a wheel pose, you can come all the way down onto your mat. You can take a bridge pose instead of a wheel if you want to take a modification. If you're taking a wheel pose, adjust your stance. Bring your heels directly underneath your knees and heels are hip distance apart. All your weight comes on your heel. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone and lift your hips off the mat, coming into your bridge pose. You can either stay here or bring your palms on either side of your ears and exhale, push up into your full wheel. You can play with bringing one leg, extending one leg up. If you want to do that, then bring your right knee into your chest, hold it here, or slowly start extending your right leg. Point your toes. Come back and switch sides. Back to your full wheel. Slowly release. Come all the way down onto the mat. We'll take a spinal twist from here and end our practice. Extend your left leg out. Bring your right knee into your chest and hold for a breath. Shift your hips, bring your right knee on the outside of your left hip. Both your shoulder blades are on the mat and open your chest up towards the sky. It's more important to keep your shoulder blades down on the mat rather than trying to push your knee towards the ground. If you need a support under your right knee, you can keep a block here. Come back to the center and switch sides. Extend your right leg, bring your left knee into your chest, hold for a breath. Shift your hips, bring your left knee on the outside of your right hip. Keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Chest opens up towards the sky and breathe into your belly. Release back to the center, and we'll end our practice here in Chavasana. Close your eyes. You can have your knees bent or you can extend both your legs. Close your eyes and come back to your normal breath. Loosen your shoulders and your neck and your jaws. Take a few minutes all for yourself. Stay here for as long as you feel you need to rest. Oh, that was a really fiery practice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm literally sweating everywhere. It's an amazing practice to get a quick workout in the day, and if you're busy and if you just want to squeeze in a full body workout, it's an amazing practice to go back to. It's great for building strength and toning your muscles and toning your core and opening up of the shoulders, and it has the twists, and it's like a full rounded practice, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like and share this video, and please do subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next week. Thank you.